29th, I woke up before the sun rose to hit the road with my longest friend on a road trip of a lifetime to Asheville, North Carolina. It was raining cats and dogs when we left. Not our favorite type of traveling day, especially when we are driving, but it turned out to be a spectacular road trip anyway. It felt like it was going to take us forever just to reach Nashville. And then once we did reach Nashville, it felt like it was going to take forever to get out of Nashville. But finally, we reached the Appalachian Mountains. I have never seen the Appalachian Mountains in real life before, and they are amazing. I would definitely highly recommend anybody that is dreaming of going and seeing the Appalachian Mountains to do it. You will not regret seeing them in person. And the windy roads that lead you to Asheville, North Carolina are spectacular and a treat in themselves. The reason for the road trip was to go to a retreat of self-discovery. And for me, trying to find meaning in this life that I'm living. The life coach that held the retreat is from Germany, and she was a wonderful guide. Every day was programmed. In the morning at 8 a.m., we would wake up and we would have meditation in the pavilion. Where we stayed was called the Bend of the Ivy in Marshall, North Carolina, which is just 30 minutes or so from Asheville. It was beautiful. The lodge is now sold and will not be holding retreats anymore, but it is going to continue helping people in need. It was bought and purchased for women who need help. There was this beautiful river about 2 minutes walking distance from the lodge. On October 30th, our instructor guided us through a releasing exercise. We did meditation for letting go of things that we didn't want to carry into the new year and asking for things that we wanted. I have had long hair ever since I met my husband. It was one of the things he asked if I would continue to grow out my hair, and I told him that I would. It was our ongoing joke that my hair was his hair. So if somebody would ever compliment me on my hair, I'd always joke and say, "Thank you, it's my husband's hair." So, on the day when we did our releasing exercise, I decided that that was the day I was going to let go of my hair. Now, I loved my long hair, and I loved that he loved my long hair. But in a way, I felt like by letting go of my hair, all of the new hair that I grow from here on out, it will be my hair, symbolizing the new life that I am living. And just like my hair, the life I loved, I cannot get back. And so I went down by a babbling brook and I shaved my head alone. And I will grow back my new life just as I am growing back my hair. And now, me and my friend head to South Carolina, to Charleston. It was so much fun. They hold so many tours here. You can find a group of people on a tour everywhere you turn. And yes, we did go on a tour ourselves. We went on a haunted tour at night, and it was splendid. We learned so many different stories of Charleston, and it was more like the murders of Charleston than the hauntings of Charleston, but it was still a lot of fun. I also saw the oldest liquor store in the United States and learned that 3 red dots in South Carolina means that it's a liquor store. We also had a really nice meal. That is a chicken pot pie, and I had clam chowder. And there was cobblestone roads. I loved them so much. We just had to skip down a cobblestone road, but I lost my shoe. This was just a beautiful waterfall. Or water fountain, sorry, not a waterfall. It was just a beautiful waterfall right next to the harbor. And the trees in South Carolina were so pretty. Their oak trees grow so much different there than they do in Tennessee. The limbs bounce. And the lady who did the ghost tour told us that the limbs are almost like hollow, so they're not extremely strong, but maybe that's why they can survive through the hurricanes and stuff they experience. Maybe the trees bend better with the wind versus being too stiff and then break. But I fell in love with the trees in South Carolina. And then we went to the ocean. This is the first time that I've been to the ocean in so long. It's probably been 9 to 10 years. It was very calm on the day that we went to visit it. I felt it was incredibly calm. I have never experienced an ocean so calm. And I couldn't resist. I had to run into the water. And I'm so glad that I did. I continued to run in the water the entire time we were there. We probably stayed about 30 to 40 minutes.
I'm like, you're gonna be so. Hold on.
We saw these ladies riding their bike while we were stuck in traffic, and I just thought it was the sweetest thing in the world. It was like watching a movie. Two best friends still together, still riding their bikes along the path. Or maybe they're sisters. And then we are off to see the most majestic tree I've ever seen in my life. But on the way, we saw a cemetery, and we just had to stop and say hello. I did learn that the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard is that a cemetery is always next to a church, and a graveyard is off by itself. There were so many headstones that we read that just felt like the people that have been laid to rest here were so loved and so remembered by the people left behind. It was very sweet. The sign was telling us how many times the church had to be rebuilt, and I think it was 3 times, but I'm going off memory and I could be wrong on that. But it was a beautiful church, and we enjoyed our time revisiting everybody in the cemetery. angel tree is supposedly the oldest tree. They estimate it being 400 years old. It is a pin oak, and it was magnificent to see. None of the videos that I have taken justify just how big this tree was. And the fact of everything that it has survived and it is still alive is amazing in itself. I am so glad that we took the side quest of going and seeing it, and that it is in my memories forever that I got the privilege to visit such a magnificent tree. We said goodbye to South Carolina and took the 12-hour drive back home. I'm so glad that I didn't talk myself out of going on this trip. It was a trip that was in the works for a year. I had booked the trip the October that was the same year my husband passed away, 2024. The worst year of my life. And it would have been really easy for me to not go. But I'm so glad that I did. And when I got home, I gave my husband back the hair that I had grown for him and threw it in his favorite place, his lake. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again next time.